Good morning, I'm Cassandre Burgess and I've been with Geneva Business School since 2017, and I am passionate about bringing business experience and my experience in the world of commerce and capital markets to young people to help them with their careers. Mentoring involves challenging students or people at any point in their careers to think about things differently, to approach a situation from another perspective, and to strive for a better outcome. Mentoring is something where we don't promise to be good to them, but we promise to be good for them to get a better outcome and to give them more confidence in their own abilities. Mentoring means bringing my business knowledge, and I started in the markets in 1997. It means bringing my business knowledge to the people I teach and the people I engage with in the classroom situation by sharing with them what I've learned and by giving them ideas of how to embed these key learnings into their own personal and professional lives. My approach to supervision is to set the framework and the guidelines and the process they take ownership of. So my role in mentoring is to prompt and to challenge ideas and to ask leading questions and to allow self-learning to occur by creating the right framework and the right environment for that to happen. It was through a personal contact, someone I knew from a business association who said there's no better way to work than sharing your knowledge with young people. I'm a public speaking coach and I have coached and mentored others in the recent past. And my experience as a workshop facilitator and facilitator for capability building as a consultant means I am dealing with live situations in the real world, and again it's my aim to bring key learnings from these situations to bring the material alive in the classes that I teach. For me, the road to success involves a toolkit of technical capabilities and a mindset and a can-do attitude. So for me, the road to success is a clear vision, a clear purpose of what we're trying to achieve, smart goals, and the roadmap to success involves the right behaviours to keep and certain behaviours to challenge and change in order to ensure lasting success. Building rapport involves sharing vulnerability first. So I would typically start off by sharing something about myself and something that I find challenging. And that allows for a very comfortable and open space for the person I'm mentoring to share something about themselves as well. And that means we have a much firmer foundation on which to build this mentoring relationship. The remote challenges are whether you have the initial relationship and contact first. Often if you have interacted with someone face-to-face, it's a lot easier to move into the virtual space. If you're meeting someone virtually for the first time, you have to build up a rapport, and that might take a little longer in the virtual space. That doesn't mean that mentoring virtually is ineffective, quite the reverse. You can often be more relaxed in your own space and more open to being challenged in your ideas and ways of thinking, but it just takes longer perhaps to build the rapport and to maintain engagement. 4 years ago, I had a young student from Kazakhstan in my project management course, and he managed to get an internship with one of the international organizations over the summer. And he was in a project team, but realized very quickly he had more knowledge and capabilities than they did, and very politely suggested that he had a more useful way of working. And he ended up leading the project, forming the project, and successfully delivering the deliverables based on what he'd learned in my course. It's an immense sense of pride that what we're doing in the classroom equips people for the real world outside. And a similar example was a student who took one of my banking courses and during an interview had a very successful exchange with a senior banker and recruiter, that he had the right knowledge and terminology and he understood what this banking situation was about and what the job spec was about, and he successfully got the job. Leadership is about inspiring and motivating others to be better than they themselves think they can be. Real business and responsible leaders to me means having the authenticity to carry through what you know to believe is right and to do it in a way that is responsible to as many stakeholders as your project engages with. At the moment, I'm teaching project management, which is a very practical approach to structuring and running a project, whatever that might be for our students. It might be a project involving their studies, it might be a project involving their family business, but we're giving them real skills to get on and do and to successfully deliver at the end, and also to understand the challenges of delivering projects in a VUCA world. I'm also teaching a finance speciality called Company Profile, which is about looking at business leadership, effectiveness of business leadership, and how business leadership can impact company performance, and how business leaders have a role that has changed in recent years, which gives our young students the idea of how business leadership could look when they enter the workplace. For prospective students, I would always say be prepared to be challenged and be prepared to go beyond what you think you're capable of doing, because you always can go a step further. Geneva Business School empowers students to roll up their sleeves and get stuck in.